Yeah, we got it bumping.
You need to disconnect that cable, cause if you want the truth, we at the round table. We give it real when the mothers ain't able. That's what it is when we at the round table.
Hey, what's going on, my good people? Say we riding, baby. What's going on, Fire Mama? Praise and always, yeah. This sad. This is a sad situation. What's going on, Yvette? Passion be in the building 100. Yeah, we got the press conference now. Oh, boss was telling y'all we coming. What's going on? Need Morris, Lady Love in the building. Yeah, y'all, this sad. But I'm so glad that they found her. I'm so glad they found her, y'all. You know, I just didn't know how to react when I was like, oh my God, wait, what? I've been running around crazy ever since.
Yeah.
Running
Very
around
sad
crazy.
day. Very sad day.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but we got to look at it like this. They found her. You know, she went left somewhere. I mean, as a family member, I would at least want to have a proper burial or you know,
Right.
because I couldn't imagine if this was my loved one, I couldn't imagine not knowing where they were. You understand what I'm saying? So it's sad, but then it's not. Like I'm just glad that they found her. That's it. I just bring her home to her family.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the chances was real slim of them finding her alive after this long period of time. This type of stuff very seldom happen. It does happen, but not very often. So we was hoping for the best, but
What's going on, lovely day? Scorpio in the building. What's going on, Nia? Miss T, there you go.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, let's start with the press conference.
Also want to thank all the volunteers, the families and friends, the law enforcement partners that have been part of this task force. Charlotte-Mecklenburg PD, Foxfire Police Department, Rockingham Police Department, Anson County Sheriff's Office, Richmond County Sheriff's Office, Moore County Sheriff's Office, the State Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, the Moore County Public Safety, and North Carolina Search Dogs, in my office, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, and the outstanding deputies and investigators that I have working for me. And I want to thank you, the media, for your efforts in providing the information for the community. This is not the outcome that we had been hoping for, but by finding Allisha today, it can bring some closure. I hope and I pray it brings some closure to family and friends moving forward. I want to let you know that James Dunmore was arrested this morning by Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department on charges of murder. He is currently in custody of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. This is an ongoing and active case and investigation, and there's still much work to be done. You can continue to check our social media platform for more information moving forward. Again, thank you all, and I appreciate you.
Can you give us some idea what brought you to this location?
Are you able to say any words? This missing person that happened in your county, Sheriff, if you could address the podium here for a second.
Yes, Ms. Watts is a resident of Moore County, and we have been very much involved with the search efforts from day one, from the first time that she was reported missing. Our office has been involved. I know the family and friends gets very frustrated that we can't release certain information, but this is very active investigation. Montgomery County is the lead agent on it, and our office will continue to assist Montgomery County with whatever efforts or whatever needs that we can do. So we will continue to work with that. I reiterate what Sheriff Herron has spoke about with the this is not the outcome that we were hoping for, but our hearts go out to the family and friends of Miss Watts. She had a big following that was with her, and again, we were hoping for a better outcome, but unfortunately, it's not. So we just have to do the very best we can and move forward and lift Miss Watts' name up. And there'll be a day of reckoning for this individual that was arrested. So again, this is a very active, and we'll continue to do our part, and hopefully the prosecution team will do their part and have the outcome that we want. So thank you very much. Yeah.
Well, that was short and quick. You know.
Yeah, very short. There was a lot of things that we had questions that we wanted to know, and was hoping it was provided to us in this press conference, but that's not the case.
Nope. But we do know where she was found. She was found off Cemetery Road. And what's crazy is she was found near her house. You understand what I mean? She's near her house. Wasn't it like 20 minutes? Y'all know John gonna show y'all on this map.
Better believe it.
Yeah, this was about an hour and 29 minutes from his house, 1633 Pamela Lorraine Drive.
And
so on the map, he went west from the house when they left together.
And it still makes me wonder if he moved her. Now I'm thinking about what Gwen said when she was like, the car was moved after midnight going into Tuesday. Now it makes me think, was she already placed over there in the Audi? You understand what I'm saying? Like, was the Audi used, and then did he come back in the Audi and then decide to move her car? You understand what I mean? It's still so many questions.
Right. My correction. This is east. We got Pamela Lorraine Drive here where he lives. He went east and crossed the Montgomery state line to Cemetery Road, way out here. And obviously, when we get a second, we are going to drop down in that area. But I wanted everyone to see this from a bird's eye view in terms of timeline. From his house, hour and a half, and then an hour and a half back. I'm still trying to put together that DMV part. What was he doing there?
That's the question that was just in the chat. Somebody just asked that same question. That's what I want to know. Why did he stop there?
Yeah, why there? You know, and y'all know sometimes I can get a little weird, right? And so one night I was like, I woke up and I had that, it was 124, you know, on my brain. And I'm like, what's 124? And then we did some digging, and we found a couple things that we didn't know. But instantly I was like, they need to check over there. They need to check over there. And I don't know if you guys know, but Allisha owned a property. Matter of fact, let me show you. Hold on one second, John. I know you got that map pulled up. Hold on. Let me show you. She owned a property, and it was at 124 Minnie's Lane. And it's only like 20 minutes from her house. You know? And now where they're talking about they found her is what, 40 minutes from Minnie's Lane. So she's been, oh man. So think about this. So she's missing from his house, and he took her back closer to her house. That was kind of clever. Because they weren't searching out there.
Right.
You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They were searching around the DMV. You know, even we thought she would be around the DMV.
And think about what her cousin said when she woke up. What it was, and she said the car was gone. She thought she just went back home.
Yep.
Maybe that's why he went that direction. I don't know. But I definitely don't feel like they drove her car. I think that Audi played a very important part on transporting her body. That's just my opinion.
I really do believe that. Y'all said my audio going in and out? Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, I think
Yeah, I'm listening to it on my phone because I seen somebody say that, but it sounds good to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. For everyone who can hear us, and then we're coming in loud and clear this afternoon, type a 1 in the chat for an audio check.
Yeah, make sure we good.
Yeah, make sure we're all good.
Before I start talking shit. Make sure I'm good. Yeah, no. Make sure I'm good. Sovereign said he parked at the DMV to throw off the search. That's what I'm thinking now.
But to try to kill herself?
Yeah, I don't even think at this point, I don't even really believe that part. I mean, I believe that, but because we don't know how. Was it, he took too many Tylenol? You understand what I'm saying? Like,
right.
How exactly did he try to do this?
We'll try to get an idea once we go to map work.
Lisa, you say you good now? She said, I'm on my desktop. Okay, I feel you.
Good.
Eddie said, I'm choppy over there. Thank you, Brown Sugar. She said, those who are experiencing technical difficulties, go out and come back in for me. Make sure we good. Baby girl said he was acting unresponsive. Nah, he crazy. That's what I'm saying. We don't know. I mean, yeah, they said an apparent suicide attempt, but how?
They had to find something in his system. They had to, because I mean, if it wasn't nothing like him cutting himself, it had to be pills. You know
Had to. It was something he ingested for sure.
Right. That's what I feel. Because if he was pretending, they would know.
Right. I'm sure of it.
He did blood work and all that type of stuff when they took him to the hospital to see what was going on. So obviously they found something in his system that was too much of something.
Right. It's too much of something. That's right. What's going on, Charity? Tasha in the building. What's going on, Miss Bev? Yeah, this is sad. It's sad. And like I said, I've been that Audi always weigh heavy on me because I'm like, where does it fit? Where does it come into play? And I really believe that he moved her in the Audi. But then how about this? They had her car, and then when they filled out the application for the search warrant, they had murder on there. Where did they get murder from? I'm sure there's some details we don't have.
Right.
But I feel like they knew then this was murder. But how? At that point they only had her car.
Yeah, that's why they kept the case very, very tight, airtight, not to let any information leak as to what they were doing and how were they proceeding in the process of the investigation.
Right.
And that's probably why he felt maybe calm and comfortable, because he didn't know if they were really still looking at him, because they kept saying we don't have a suspect. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why he stayed, and that's where they found him at.
That's a good hand to play. I have to say, it was a damn good hand to play.
Right. And here's the thing, because if she was missing from his house, I mean, naturally they would search around there.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But he took her all the way back near her house at 40 Foxtail. So, I mean, like I said, I feel like that was kind of clever. So at this point, I want to know how she was found. Like, did was it a bystander, who stumbled across her, or, I mean, what led them to her body is what I want to know.
Yeah. So maybe it was a tip. Maybe somebody was out there visiting a family member that was in the graveyard, cemetery, or something. I don't know. That's what I was hoping they told us in that press conference.
Right. And John, you got the map. pull it up.
Actually, I have the location. If you want to go to map work, we can do that. But I do have the overhead location of where she was found, and
Yeah,
that's
let's
up
look at that.
that's up right now. So we can go ahead and take a look at the aerial view. So where they found.
I just want to read this comment real quick. It's important here. She said if he tried to commit suicide, they would have had him on a mandatory 72-hour hospital hold. We don't know when he left the hospital.
Yep.
Right.
Because they didn't even tell us when he left, where he was at. They wouldn't provide us nothing about him in the very beginning.
Yeah, we didn't know. Everybody was trying to figure out where he was. But this is where they found her. And I'm behind the cemetery.
Yeah, this is a cemetery off of Route 220, out right across the Montgomery County line.
Sooner Nation, I'm with you.
And Interstate 74 runs parallel to Cemetery Road.
Mm.
And this is a high dense area. As you can see, it's highly isolated.
It really is.
So he took her to where he knew no one was going to find her.
And that goes back to, I want to know how they found her. You know, and then in what condition was she buried back there? Was she, you know, just under some trees? I mean, how did they find her? Like, it's still so many unanswered questions.
Right. And then we go back to timeline 2. She's been out there for over a month.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whether she was on top of the surface of the ground, was she laid out there? Or was she buried? Was she encased in something? There's a lot we still don't know about.
Yeah.
You know, because we also because we also have to consider too, if she was left above ground, you know, we're talking about weather elements. We may be talking about animals out there as well at night, nocturnal animals looking for food, things of that nature.
Right. Buzzards.
Yeah.
You know, and then again, a cemetery. Who's going to go out there?
Mm.
You know, there's nobody out there but,
Alive.
you know, alive, right? You know, no one out there to talk to.
Right.
And these must be family members early this morning, actually approaching the cemetery grounds.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Much love to all 500 people in the building this afternoon.
Yeah, much love to y'all, because this right here, I've been in a frenzy. I've been in a frenzy. Y'all just don't even know. Y'all don't even know. But I mean, again, like I said, I'm glad they found her. I really am. And here in the next coming days, you know, I feel like we'll hear more about how she died, if they're able to tell. But I mean, a month, like you said, out there, I don't know. I don't know what condition her body was in, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's either one or two things on how they found out she was here. Is one, tracking his phone, or maybe tracking the Audi, or somebody was at this cemetery visiting one of their, ancestors, and maybe seen something, smelled something,
Yeah,
So,
somebody had made a comment about the groundskeepers for the cemetery.
Right. That's another thing. And I'm pretty sure somebody got buried out there within a month's time.
Right.
So eventually somebody was going to run into her or find out where she was at.
Yeah, because the direction, as you see the family members talking to the investigators right now, they're pointed in one direction, having this conversation. And you'll see the sheriff walk into a direction here on the phone. We get the helicopter to follow him a little bit. And I'm thinking it's somewhere in that hub area. They've got a lot of vehicles in the back, there, encroached.
Yeah, I'm thinking somewhere in the back too. How did he find this area?
That's the same thing I said. What made him drive here out of all places?
Yeah.
I understand what you said, John, that, it is a good place to hide someone because nobody will go look at a cemetery. But do you think that's what he was thinking?
Well, I noticed that there were 3 mailboxes over. Let me pull it back one little second here. Right there. It tells me somebody gets some mail here. So when we go to map work, we're going to take a look next door to see if there's a resident here in the upper area.
Right.
Maybe somebody from that location there, or even across the street, had seen something kind of funny. Maybe gave a tip in, called them.
And then Tasha brought up a good point. Tasha said if it was from tracking his phone or her phone or the car GPS, they would have went to that area.
True.
Right.
True. I agree.
I agree with that.
I agree. You got a valid point there, Ms. James.
Yeah, I'm riding with you, Tosh.
Yeah, because once you have all 3 coordinates together, they got to all show up in one place.
Right.
And that's where they probably found out where this place was. They couldn't match him up because they were traveling for some strange reason. Now we know they didn't go to the comedy show at Bojangles Coliseum.
Right.
Never made it. So they had to be en route traveling somewhere. Moving around. But to connect this location to the DMV, it's going to be very interesting detail as to what they tell us about how they found him there and then how they found Allisha here.
Right.
And then how that timeline ties in. Because once you have the two together, then, you can compress the time to say, okay, now we understand why he went to DMV.
Yeah. And that's why it was, that's why I really wanted to see it on the map.
Right.
Because I'm like, well, where is it? But then when we found out it's only like 20 minutes from her house.
Right.
No, Toy, she's not alive.
Yeah, this is extremely sad. I mean,
unfortunately.
And but they had him. He wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
And
yeah,
who knows? Maybe they even tracked him. Maybe he felt that he got away with it since they gave him back his car and everything was on the quiet side. And perhaps maybe he even took a trip out there.
He got real comfortable and content.
Yeah, and they followed him. Who knows?
But I'm sure they're gonna tell us. I'm sure that's gonna come out.
Yeah, but let's look at it the other way around. Going on, what she's what it was. Her name was Toy, I believe. Tasha. If he put her body out there, and they got a tracker on their phones and the vehicles because they had a pretty new vehicle. They had Audi, and she got the Benz. Then how did they miss this then? If she was transported in one of those vehicles, right? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So how were they unable to track this particular area? That's my question.
And that's why I'm saying that's just one of them details that we don't have. But clearly, I mean, I'm hoping that I don't know. At this point, I'm just glad she found, and it is a sad situation, but I don't want to look at it like that. I want to be, and I don't want this to sound no kind of way, but I want to be happy that they found her, because there's so
Yeah.
many people that's still out here that's missing, that's never been found. So we can say at this moment, God was he was moving. He was on the move. And I told y'all, I said, make us see. Allisha, make us see. So they can bring you home to your family. And she did that.
Yeah,
We
she
can't be
definitely gave
sad.
us some clues.
We can't be sad. Not right. We can't be sad. We can't.
Yeah. Because we all felt that in a very strong way that, that DMV location. And then in our last live that we covered, we showed you the landfill area that was 1,000 yards to the right. And then we showed you the soil conservation area, which is also 1,000 yards, 1,000 feet to your left. Two isolated areas, somewhat similar to this. Kind of drew us to say, where would someone take someone to put their body at?
Right.
So, and here is where they found whom they believe is Allisha, in an isolated area, not very far from her home, not very far from the DMV as well.
Yeah.
But you see how they keep going? You see how all the cars are nestled up in this area?
Yeah, she up in there.
Yeah, yeah. So they're processing a crime scene. This is slightly beyond the grave areas, and this looks like a brand new cemetery or something like that. You don't have a flood of headstones out here.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
So they're pointing in that upper direction there. So obviously they're not going to allow the folks up in that area because they are processing that area. And again, too, how she was found is going to play a very important part in what they're able to get as evidence.
Yeah, and I think that I'm trying to keep the faith, so I want to believe that they're going to find the information that they need from her body. They're going to be able to hold him accountable for this. Now I know they found that shell casing, but so then the question was she shot? Why didn't the cousin? I mean, the cousin know every damn thing else. Why she didn't say she heard a gunshot? You understand what I'm saying? So,
Right.
I mean, it just makes you wonder. But I feel like at the rate we going down in the faith that I have, it's gonna be enough. They'll know exactly what happened. I don't think it's gonna be a situation where they like, oh well, we don't know how she died. We don't know. No, I don't believe that.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that they may have the information or the evidence because they arrested him and charged him with murder. I don't think they charged him with murder just because they found her body. It's something that said he did it.
Yeah.
It's almost just like the Maria case.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would believe that there would be, depending on how they found her, there would be trace evidence of him on her in some way, shape, or form. And that could be hair follicles, skin. I mean, they're going to do a full autopsy and toxicology on her body to determine not only cause of death, possible, length or time of death, but how they actually put the two together.
Right.
Just think about how quick they got the warrant for his arrest after they found her body.
Right. But you got to understand too, when they did that search warrant, when they filled out that application for a search warrant, that was July the 26th. They already had murder on there.
Yeah.
They already knew what it was.
Yeah, if she suffered any trauma to the head, neck, shoulders, any broken bones, I mean, it's going to be a lot of details that comes out of the autopsy. Most certainly, I would believe so.
Right. I'm sure we're gonna get it. God moving for her right now. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. I'm telling you. He got his foot on the gas. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what we need to find out. They're gonna be able to tell us how she died. I'm sure of it. I'm sure. I'm putting that in the universe. I'm sure of it.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
You know, I don't want no confusion when it comes time to convict him. No confusion.
Yeah, because today was 93 degrees in temperature out here. I mean, so it's hot, you know, for them to have been able to, you know, to travel this distance and be able to get out there. And Lord knows what condition she was in.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause that heat, it speeds up decomposition.
Yeah. Right about that.
It speeds up decomposition. Yeah.
Yeah. Much love to you. Peace and love. Yeah, it does speed it up. But I'm putting this in the universe, man. They're gonna find what they need.
Yeah.
You know, it's just yeah. I mean, because we were gonna go live about some other things that we found, you know, but then this came.
Yep.
You know, so we had to bring it to y'all.
Yeah, this came in like lightning, and I said, okay, oh, wait a minute, where we? So we were able to get the aerial footage that you're looking at right now, and then we're able to follow up to see if this was part of the connection to the story, and sure enough, it started coming out little by little by little by little, and we got together this afternoon real quick. Boss was still at work, and so was 54. And I'm backstage. I'm already putting it together, and we all three met, and here we are.
Here we are.
54, like, hey, I'm gonna leave work. I am too. Damn this. We got work. We got more work to do.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. I'm done for the day. It's all about Allisha. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but it is extremely dense out here. So no lights at night if they did any kind of traveling at night. And this is country. This is all countryside. Boondocks.
It really is. And he took her to the cemetery. I can't get over that part.
Yeah, he knew what he had done.
Oh, yeah, I know where Kia at with this. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, kid. We figured some things out about Buddy too.
Yeah. But let me ask y'all this. Let's just go on there with it. Did anybody in here know that Allisha had been married? And that Watts wasn't her last name? Wasn't her maiden name? Did y'all know that?
You know, RoundTable, we dig.
Yep. And that's what we was gonna bring to y'all. And it started with a dream, y'all.
Yep. Started with a dream.
Started with a dream, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I got up and I told Boss and them, I said 124. What's up with 124? I asked Fire Mama, Shy, Charity, what's up with 124? And once we got to digging, a lot of things came out.
Yep.
Like Visions, no, I'm so serious. We can show you. Listen, y'all know how we ride. We gonna show you. You can see it for yourself.
Yeah, because that piece took us to another piece, and then we jumped 5 levels deep from there.
No, Watts is not her maiden name. It's Franklin.
Let
me listen, because y'all know we riding. So I'll just show y'all. It is what it is. First and foremost, let's look at this picture right here. Can we all agree that this is her? Can we all agree?
Yeah, one in the chat if you think.
Type one in the chat.
Put a 1 in the chat if we can all agree that this is Allisha right here in this picture. Because I promise y'all, this her. I see the ones coming through.
Mm-hmm.
And she holding the baby. And, you know, and like when we first heard about the story, I'm like, did Allisha have kids? Because we ain't heard nothing about no kids. Which I don't think she does. But we found this. We found this. Now, let me show y'all this. That same picture, right? Now look at this right here.
Carefully.
Y'all see what it says at the top? My wife and little man. Can y'all see the name up there?
If you can't,
You got to pull it up for us.
I got it. Let me know you ready.
I know. I see you.
Hold on, folks. We're about to blow your mind.
So y'all see the name up there. Troy Watts. So that's his child. So let me show y'all this picture right here. It came off his page. This was the husband. But here's the thing. She still carries his last name, Watts. Like I said, her maiden name is Franklin. Not Watts. Her mama's last name, Franklin. So, but here's the thing. Matter of fact, let me take this baby down because I don't want y'all, because y'all gonna be trying to blast me in the chat. Y'all gonna be on my ass. My bad. That's what I'm thinking. Like, it's his baby, but not hers. And then, so let us tell y'all a little bit about Troy while we here, while we riding.
While we riding, baby.
Go ahead, boss. Go ahead and show him.
This is Mr. Troy Watts. This is a mug shot from a crime he committed. He's 40 years old. I think this might be, I think he might be 41, 42 now.
Yeah.
This is his address. It's a very important address for us, it was anyway.
Yeah.
Now look at the crime he committed.
Assault on a female. And assault on a female. So she went from one bad apple to another one.
Yep.
And my thing is this: we don't know if she's still married. I mean, she's still carrying the same name, but I mean, is she divorced? Are we talking about two married people that then got together, her and James? Like, what is really going on here? But that's Troy right there. And again, she still has his last name.
And I believe this he committed this back in October of, it had it up here. I don't even see that date no more. I think it was October of 2021, if I'm not mistaken, is when this crime was, when he was arrested, put it that way. And I think they got together, in 2014, was it?
I believe so. That's when the picture started. No, here's the thing. We didn't know when they actually got together, but we have that picture from 2014. And he clearly says, I just showed y'all. I'm going to show y'all again, just so we're not confused. Here it is. Y'all see what it say? My wife and little man. I mean, 2 + 2 = 4.
Yep.
All day, every day. You know, and like I said, it was about an assault on a female. I mean, that's like going from one bad relationship to another. I mean, oh man.
And no, and I just want to put this out here. We don't know who that female was, but you know, quack like a duck, walk like
Yeah.
a duck.
Yep.
It's
Leslie
gonna,
said,
it's going to be a duck. No doubt.
Leslie said they may be separated. I'm divorced and I have my married name. And that's what I'm saying. But we didn't know for sure. And that's why I made the comment. Sometimes I'll, do subliminals, And so I made that comment in the video. I'm like, remember when Gwen said she seen somebody driving all reckless on Saturday? I'm thinking like, okay, because we was assuming that it was Artie. Or it could have been Artie, who's the ex-girlfriend, spouse, whatever it is you want to call her. And I realize think that they may have not necessarily been married, but maybe common law marriage. Because 15 years is a long time. But that's why I made that comment in the video. I'm like, we're thinking it's Artie, but what if it's somebody associated with Allisha? I mean, jealous husband? You know what I mean? I don't know. But it's possible.
Let's think about it. Now we know the history that James had. We've seen the reports and all of that paperwork. But hold on. Let me just think about that. Go ahead. Let me think about it before I say what I want to say.
Let me think about it for a minute.
Think about it for a minute.
And that's what I'm saying, because at this point, now that we're dealing with a husband, ex-husband, or whatever on her side, I mean, we don't know what kind of relationship they had.
So y'all remember the photo that surfaced by the news where they caught them in the mall, right?
Yep.
Didn't it look like they was having a good time? Seemed like there was no problem going on at that time. Now, that's just an assumption from what I seen. So it makes you think, like, what happened from then to the point that she's now dead?
That's what I'm saying. And I don't know why, but I'm thinking whatever happened on Saturday might have been the jump off, man. Whether ex-lover, whether it be hers or his. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like it started Saturday. That's just what I feel. But, we got to wait on more details.
Right. Yeah, we definitely not put anything out as factual. This is a react. So we're telling you what we found and how we feel about the information we have found.
Yep.
Yes. Something is just telling me that there was some kind of a conversation between the two of them.
Right.
About something. And that something possibly caused him to snap. Do we have yellow tape out here? Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Don't do it like that.
Do. This looked like yellow tape, doesn't it?
Yep. It is.
Yeah.
For real, Tosh, tell him.
Not me. Not I. Not I.
Kia said she don't think the boyfriend did this. Because because here's the thing. And okay, so if Kia, if I ride with that, right, that would mean the ex-girlfriend did something. He felt bad about it, which is why he was trying to commit suicide. Or yeah, I mean, listen. Oh, I can't wait till we get more details.
Yeah, this is deep out here. They've got this whole area isolated out here.
That was a good find, John. That's yellow tape.
That's why I wanted to continue looking at this aerial footage of everything that they were shooting and how far from the road he may have had to travel. He had her, and then he physically had to have her in order to get her this deep into the woods.
Right.
This is all blocked off here, and this is very huge. So they're going to be working out here at least for the next 48 hours. No doubt.
Mm.
You got her in a very, very deep area out here in the foliage.
Right.
We need
That
to go
is
back and
y'all
find
say.
his address.
Who?
What's that?
Yeah, I forgot what his. Oh, I did have his address.
Yeah.
Troy's.
Yep. That 490, and then it took somewhere else.
Yeah, John, you want to see if you can see how far he lived from there?
Because remember, Troy only lived not too far from 124 Minnie's Lane. That property that, and both of their names is on that property.
Yep.
His and Alicia's. At 124 Minnie's.
I think they were together, if I could just say that, when she got it. So why not have him on it?
Mm-hmm.
If that's your real husband.
Yep. That's right.
It got to be because she got his last name.
She got his last name. And so wait a minute. So Nation said if Troy had any chance at doing it, they wouldn't have arrested the boyfriend.
I agree, but it just makes you wonder. They was together for months, right?
Yeah.
Troy, not Troy, but James and Allisha. They like your feelings wasn't that strong where you want to kill somebody, is it? Jesus Christ.
I mean, it happens. Don't be acting like y'all don't be, what
man,
they call
it. Y'all cut that out, man. Cut that out.
Put it on him.
Don't do that.
Okay, my bad.
I mean, anything possible. I'm not denouncing him as the main suspect because obviously he's arrested. They're charging him with murder.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're doing the job and they're doing it correctly. And if the evidence points that he did it, then he did it. But we're not closed-minded. We keep our minds open to all options. So that's just how we rock.
Yeah, so we got 37 to 38 minutes between Cemetery Road and 124 Minnie Lane. And this is in Aberdeen.
Yep. You want to show them their part? Can you drop down right there and show them the property that Allisha owns with that guy Troy?
Yeah, we're going there right now.
Drop down on them, John.
Drop down on them.
Internet say boss is called sprung.
That's it. But I'm telling you, ladies, listen, if you just meet a guy and tomorrow he be talking about I love you, get rid of his ass. Nope. Nope. Blocked. That's it.
Well,
that's too much. That's too much. Yeah, that's too much. I'm scared.
I gotta recalibrate that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that scares me. So, but yeah, this was a lot, y'all. And when we found that address, and then we found Troy, and I'm like, wait, what in the world is going on here? I'm for real. Faye, y'all stupid. I'm so serious. Lisa, I'm with you. Happily single. I ain't tripping about nothing. About nothing. But y'all when guys move fast like that, I don't trust that. Women too. I ain't just, women too. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, this was a church.
Yep.
We found. And here is 124 Minnie.
Sure is. And there was nothing there. And what we found was that I want to say, Fire Mama, correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to say in 2011, there was a house that sat here and it burned down.
Yep.
So it's just kind of like a vacant lot, Yeah, we zoomed in on that. That's called Haley's Chapel.
Yeah,
So it looked like
delivering.
they was, yeah, it looked
delivering
like they was just
stuff.
using it for, you know, to park the cars.
Yeah. And this is a dead end area that sits right across the street.
And like
Right
I said,
near the church.
yep.
It's like almost like a recreation type. Possibly somebody lives here, but here's a church right there.
And we know she was, you know, a board member. I think it was called what was it? Sun Trust, maybe. Let me look. Let me see.
This
But
is Full Gospel Holiness Church.
mhm.
And her property would be sitting right back over here, right behind this building. Right back there.
Antoinette, Antoinette, I'm with you. Say bye, Philip. I'm gonna tell y'all this is what I tell guys nowadays. Go get your food. They be looking like, wait, what? Go get your food.
Go get your food.
Out of here. You know, that kind of thing.
Get in the car.
Don't start.
You know. But this the property that she owns over here. And like I said, Troy is connected to the property too. But yeah, once we found this, it was like it was just more and more that came out. It was a lot. For real. It's like, get your food.
And
You
then
know.
let me go ahead and do this while I'm here. What was that address
For
boss that we had for
Troy?
yeah, 490?
Yeah,
yeah.
490 North Hardin. And it's with an IN.
490.
And it's Southern Pines. Is this your family? Somebody said, have you seen this podcast? Thanks everyone for the prayers for my family.
North Hardin.
Yeah, North Hardin, Hardin.
That's Southern Pines, right?
Southern Pines.
Oops. Come on back out. Okay.
Miss Tina, you stupid. She said, yes, go get all your food. And I sent them on their way. That's it. That's it. Go get your food.
He look at you like, what are you talking about?
I know, right? Don't worry about it. Go get your food.
Don't hit these games. You come over here for a burger, you gonna leave with some wings. Keep playing with me now.
Right. Okay, you're gonna drop down. Okay.
As we always do. This was the area.
So this is his address, like most recent.
490 South Hardin Street, Southern Pines. Was it down here?
I think so. Because it's on the corner.
Yeah, it was on a corner shot.
You might have to back up.
Mm-hmm.
He typed in South. Somebody said you typed in South.
It should be North Hardin.
Right. Right. I just quit that.
See, that's why we ride with y'all.
Appreciate that.
That's what we're looking for.
This how we be backstage though before we come out to y'all.
Oh,
See, that's how
yeah.
we get to y'all, we be good.
You know that.
But you know, this was spur of the moment right here.
Right. I be having words all misspelled on the thumbnail. 54 like, hey, that ain't right there, boss.
It's all right. Juanita said, John, Juanita said,
What?
wait. Juanita said, she said, I want to hear John say, go get your food.
Better go get your food.
Oh my God. Y'all
Get
play too
your
much.
food.
Yep, it's right here, John. That's
You got
where, yeah, there go the house right there.
right there. Okay. So they came from over here, and this is a address right here. When we found this, we said, okay.
And think about this. Considering where Allisha lives now and what she's doing now,
Yeah, compared
it's
to where
kind of
she
like
came
did she upgrade and leaving? You know what I mean? I'm just asking.
I mean, that would have been a smart move.
Because that's where he living right there. That's what he got going on right there.
Living in the garage.
Yeah, all this. It's a small house, extremely small. Looks like if
Shit
you
look like my goddamn garage.
step in through the front door, you'd end up in the bathroom.
Oh God, yeah, that's small.
Yeah, extremely small. The yard's bigger than the damn house.
Yeah, we confirmed this house also
Yep.
by going to on his page. He had his little girl on her little Christmas gift, and she was riding and they rolled right past that house.
So did we was like, oh,
They go that
got
house.
it.
Yeah, that's why we were able to confirm it.
Yep.
Riding around on a little dirt bike. I mean, in this area around the house.
Yep.
But yeah, this gives you an idea of this country living out here.
Yeah, that's how he was living. But understand this. But then, okay, we got him currently there, and then we got Allisha here. She upgraded, didn't she?
Yeah,
That's an upgrade right there.
huge.
Was he mad?
Huge upgrade.
That's huge. Then she riding around in 2023 Benzes, hers. While he's still over here.
Yeah.
It's just hard. Like, what make a person want to offer a woman like that, man?
Caddyshack.
You dudes out here some cowards, man.
Miss Tina said he big mad. Breakdown said she leveled up for sure. She did.
She did, and she did.
She did. She changed her finances, but not the men.
Yeah,
Went from
that's
one-
the sad part. That's
You
the sad
understand what I mean?
You know, to leave one and then to meet another who ends up being just like the one she left.
Mm-hmm. And worse, cost her life.
Yeah. At that, I'm still shaking my head. I'm speechless on that.
Yeah, I am too. And so they wanted to know. I seen somebody asking about how far was where they found her compared to James' house. Baby girl said that's a shed.
Thank you, John. You said what? 100 and how many? Oh, you said an hour and 29 minutes.
I think it was an hour and 29.
Miss T, Gwen said she tried to tell Allisha. And she made it sound as if, like Allisha didn't care that she was still over at his house.
But she the one who hooked up with him, right?
I mean, that's what we were told, but I don't think that was confirmed. I think that was like they charged James with murder.
Yeah, I had it across the screen.
Lady Hawk, you silly. So that's a tiny house.
She look like my garage.
Oh man,
We just
Yeah.
got to keep waiting for more information, which it's not over yet. You know, they do have him in custody. He's been arrested and charged with murder.
Yep. I was about to say, John, was you getting the map together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Working on that right now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they charged James. You know, but again, you know, the question is, why did he do it? Was it a mistake? Was it? I mean, what happened?
Yeah. Just don't make sense. Just don't
And
make sense.
it don't, and it seemed like both of them were dealing with crazy exes.
And
Both of them. But you know, was the location anywhere near the DMV? Yeah, he's pulling it up for you right now, Juanita.
in fact, let me do this.
Hold your power. I'm with you. He's
DMV would be US 74.
she worked with what it was called Inspired Visions. I believe that's right. Inspired Visions, but they dealt with like people with mental disabilities and things like that. Maybe she thought she could fix these guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, at this age, I ain't got time to build you up.
Raven said his ex-wife wasn't crazy.
All right, let's take a look at.
We just going by what they said.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Gwen said that.
Gwen said that.
Yeah.
Let Gwen tell it. You know,
because it didn't make sense to me, especially, you know, what she said he did to her, and then next thing you know, Gwen say she's stalking her. Like, how you scared of him when you put out, you know, these the paperwork on him to keep him away from you, and then you still stalking him? That don't make sense to me.
right? But let me tell y'all what had me on pause when we got that statement, and the ex-girlfriend said he tried to kidnap her. He drove her all the way from North Carolina to Virginia, and just turned right back around and brought her back to North Carolina. And I was like, oh, he a rider. He a rider. He didn't went somewhere. He done took her somewhere. He don't mind riding. You know? And look at where we at now.
Let's take a look. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Let's take a look at the map work. Let's go to his house first. So here we got 1633 Pamela Lorraine Drive. Let's follow the route. Thank you, Lady Hawk. Let's follow the route here for a second. It went from here that Sunday. It was supposed to go to the Coliseum here for the comedy show, which they didn't make. Okay.
Right.
We covered this area pretty much in the last live we did covering Allisha's case. From this location going south on 74 to this location here. This was a DMV.
Right.
This is where the state troopers had encountered James sleeping in Allisha's car off of 74.
Yeah.
Okay. Go from here
To Allisha's
Foxtail. Yeah, Foxtail Lane is here. This is where she lives.
Yep. Did y'all get a chance to see her house?
It's a gorgeous neighborhood.
It is.
We showed you exactly where she lives.
Right
here.
there. Right there.
Right here.
She upgraded.
Big time. Big time.
Yeah. This is where she was living.
And we're going to go from here. I want you to pay careful attention to just to the timeline here. From Foxtail, 124 Mini. We just came from there. From Mini to the location where she was found this morning.
And this is only like 20 minutes from her house.
Yeah, it's not very far. Cemetery Road.
Empress, that's what I want to know. We we still on that. How did they know to go there? Because like I said, I mean, he tried to fool us with this. By driving her all the way back there.
Yeah,
and think about the chance that he took. Think about this. If it's John, I don't think you told us what the time frame was from Pamela Lorraine to this area where she was found. Did you say? I'm not sure.
I wanted to come over here because this is the location right here.
Yeah.
This is exactly where they found her. What I wanted to do was take a look next door over here for a second, because there could have been somebody here that may have seen some activity.
Right. Okay. I see.
Happened deep. Yeah, happened deep in the area that was taped off. So let me drop down here for a second and see if this is a resident.
And that's what I'm saying. If it
Bingo.
took and that's what I'm saying. If it took over an hour to get there, right? 2 hours. Because like I said, I don't have, I'm about to look it up though, so I can get an exact time. But you drove 2 hours with a body, or did you drive with her 2 hours alive and killed her there? You understand what I'm saying? Like, who would drive to? I don't know. People crazy, but I just can't see driving that long with a dead body.
Yep. Now, who knows if they're associated with the grounds right next door? Here are the mailboxes.
Yep.
You know how we do the map. And right out here, deep down at the corner section of this area here, as we saw from the aerial view, up in this region here, it's where they parked all those vehicles, and it's adjacent to this property right next door. Somebody had to see something out here. I would not doubt it. That neighbor next door here, not very far away, right past this ranch fence, look how close this is,
Yeah.
had maybe seen something that just didn't look right.
Wonder if they got cameras.
Ruffling around in the woods. Most likely they would have had dogs, and the dogs may have alerted them. Who knows? And that's how the tip came in.
Empress, we don't know if she was buried or if she was found
on the surface,
laying out there, but it is a cemetery.
Mm-hmm. Inconspicuous too.
That's what I'm thinking. Probably smells.
See if there's a sign down here. Sure there is.
Do y'all think with him burying her in the cemetery was almost like a sign of remorse, or no?
That's a good one. Good point. Norman Community Cemetery is the name of the cemetery.
You said Mormon or Norman?
Norman,
Norman.
Norman Community Cemetery. And this is not highly populated at all. That's why I said, wow, this is like almost like it's exclusive, if you will. Very exclusive. And possibly there was some remorse there. Then you have to ask yourself, regarding his mind, why here and no other place? Why here and no other place?
Right. Why there?
Right. And no other place. Let's see if I can tie in while we're talking about that. US 74.
Yeah, probably news and shenanigans, and that's what John said. Put it there because he never thought nobody would search there.
Yeah. But a cemetery though, you got all that wooded area. You know what I mean? Like, so that makes sense. I can see that. Or maybe he felt bad. I mean, they do want us to believe that he tried to commit suicide afterwards. You know? And we said innocent people don't try to, off themselves. He was feeling some kind of way. King said, hell nah, no remorse. He was thinking of a diabolical plan. He didn't think no one would look there. I can go with that. So she would not be found.
All right, so I'm tracking it.
Kay feel a little different. Kay said he knew she was going to be found.
Took me to the wrong location. I'm mapping his house to Polkton DMV. From the DMV to the cemetery.
Wait. So dating nowadays is like trusting a public defender? I feel you, man. I feel you. That's the truth. That's the truth right there.
Baby girl say, because who would look at a cemetery for a dead body?
Right, that's right. So
That's where all the dead bodies at. We ain't going there and look for no dead body. We know they there.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all crazy. Yeah, got to say that. And some people like myself, I don't even like driving past cemeteries. It just, I don't know. Ain't nobody going in there. Unless they have to let the people in there. That's what I want to know, Charlene. Why kill her?
That's the question. What led up to her being killed? And right now, we know they arrested James for murder. So I don't understand the short period of time what happened. Y'all finna go out to a comedy show, have a good time, and then things just change. What happened?
Yeah. I hope you tell it.
From a comedy show to a grave, bro.
That's it. That's it too. And I'm hoping he tell us.
Yeah. He know.
Oh yeah, he does.
So maybe she tried to break up with him.
I ain't buying that. Yeah, I ain't finna keep throwing the fellas under the bus like that.
I mean, think about it. Artie was selling candles, wasn't she?
Yeah,
on
she
Facebook.
was.
She sell candles on Facebook. He went from somebody who sell candles on Facebook to somebody who own her own business, multiple cars. You understand what I mean? Own property. He upgraded. James upgraded too.
Yes, he
Don't nobody
did.
want to lose the upgrade. You don't want to lose your upgrade.
But you gonna kill him over
I mean, I ain't saying that.
it?
I ain't saying that. But you know,
That's what got me baffled. Like, I don't know what happened, but you had to kill her. You
right.
tell, that's why I'm like, was it a mistake?
I think we'll, once they can tell us, oh man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But it could have been anything,
1958 Cemetery Road, Canada.
What if she was seeing other men and somebody called her and he got mad? Like, it's all kind of possibilities.
For the men who are like that, have you seen this podcast? They need to be put on the island somewhere. Don't have them with us. Because I don't want to be in that same boat. Women looking at, oh, you a man. You know about y'all. Nah, I ain't that, baby. I ain't that, baby.
Right.
Really. But I understand what y'all saying. I wouldn't put it past nobody.
Right. And that's what you call being driven by emotion.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
I'm for real. Like, I mean, because otherwise, I mean, do this for what? And regardless of what she said, what she done, it didn't justify killing her, for sure.
Yeah, because think about it. You still don't got her now. And now you finna be surrounded by a bunch of dudes who probably finna take your manhood.
Got to say that.
These dudes don't think, man. They don't think. That's the problem, bro.
All right. So from his house, DMV, to the cemetery. So if we just did, so it's a total hour and 41 minutes. So if we just go ahead and went and did this. DMV to the cemetery is 46 minutes.
Shut up.
Right off of 220. Connect to 74. There's even a shortcut at 46 minutes.
So 220 will take you to 74, you said?
Yeah. Right up in this region right there, where the cemetery is.
Oh, man.
But it's not very far in relationship to where the DMV is. Just has some driving to do, which he did. To make the connection. So this was on his mind, and he wanted to make sure that wherever he was driving was way out of his jurisdiction. So when he snapped and he took that ride on back from Cemetery Road all the way back, there's a lot on his mind. And for them to catch up with him that Tuesday in the morning at the DMV, plenty was on his mind.
80s baby, yeah. She said he took her life, drove to the DMV, and then tried to take his.
Yeah, because you figure he's sitting up there saying, "What have I done? Da 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 da. I already got a record. This is the last damn thing I need. Da 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 da. It's over. They catch me, it's over.
Yep.
I'm done."
So they find him. He doesn't die from his failed attempt to suicide. They let him go. Now he's home alone. We're still going through the same situation. Why you ain't try again, nigga?
See. Not try again.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You want to be a coward and go out the coward way? Try again then. I'm sorry. Y'all got me mad about these dudes who act like this. Y'all some cowards, bro.
Wait a minute. Look what Debbie said. Because this is what I said, Debbie. This is what I told John and them. She like bad boys. Clearly.
74 to 2074. 46 minutes.
So she liked them bad boys, them thug passion, them, you know. She wanted some of that thug passion. I don't know, but yeah, it's like she went from one
extreme to the next.
Yeah.
One extreme to the next. So let's not tie in his address once again.
And that's a question I asked as well, Juanita. What kind of work do he do? I don't know. What kind of work do he do? Is he a street pharmacist? I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
You go through his Facebook page, he might be. He might be.
Could have taken this route too.
He got a lot of kids. We counted at least 4.
Way down.
Around in there.
Drop on down.
Miss Tina said that's just it. They're not thugs. They're cowards. Absolutely.
Bingo. Talk, Miss Tina. Right.
So she wanted Kathy. I would say she wanted a roughneck. And my thing is maybe she thought, she could fix them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
To me, I know I'm judging the book by a cover, but to me, that type of dude just don't fit her.
It don't.
Especially what she's doing for the community, the type of woman she's a boss.
Right.
It's just like Beyonce messing with this dude. Like, what?
Right. That's right.
It don't make sense.
Yeah. And you wouldn't want to be, yeah, you wouldn't want, because, when we get into these relationships, we are a reflection of them. So with her being in that type of work and being this businesswoman, he just don't seem like a good reflection of her. Neither one of them. Neither one.
Somebody just sent me this. This is the arrest right here.
And you notice, judging from the angle that this was taken, from that same angle across the street where Allisha's car was, you know who might be taking that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They put our favorite color at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. And they made sure they came from both directions, make sure that they put him in a box. Approach from the north and the south, and from behind.
Salute, Miss T.
Much love to you, Miss T.
Yes, much love.
Blues Clues, y'all. Yeah, she's the one taking this video.
Yeah, and now he's gonna position himself with his hands behind his back so nobody else sees him in handcuffs. Because he's looking back over across the street. She's right directly outside.
Yep.
I got you, and I'm gonna put it on my Facebook.
Right, that you silly.
Look at it.
Speaky
See?
Yeah. Honcho, yeah, this the guy.
Yeah, that's tactical. That's tactical right there. Yeah.
Fire Mama, you said do they have the picture? Let me look and see.
And this is all coming out now. That is for sure.
Did anybody want to come up? We can do a speak your piece.
Yeah, if you got anything you want to say, you got a little bit of time left.
Let me see. WCOS, let's see.
Move that up.
Fire Mama, can you send it to me? I can't find it. Yep, I can't find it. Did we drop the link? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I did it.
Okay. Yeah, if anybody want to come up and speak, we got about 10 more minutes.
We've got another angle just came in. Wanted to share that. And then we can get to that segment. Here we go, folks.
Breaking news is Sky 5 is live in Montgomery County. This is over Norman Community Cemetery, where, again, investigators believe they have found the remains of a missing woman, Allisha Watts. Thanks for being with us. I'm Dan Haggerty.
And I'm Lena Tillett. Police have been searching for Watts since she was reported missing last month. She was last seen at her boyfriend, James Dunmore's home near Charlotte.
Dunmore, if you remember, was found unresponsive in Watts's SUV last month, the day before officers then filed that missing persons report for her. He has since been taken into custody.
And WRAL's Chelsea Donovan has been following this for weeks. I understand now a news conference is about to begin with the Moore County Sheriff's Office on the very latest. Let's listen in.
Task force. Charlotte Mecklenburg PD, Foxfire Police Department, Rockingham Police Department, Anson County Sheriff's Office, Richmond County Sheriff's Office, Moore County Sheriff's Office, the State Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, the Moore County Public Safety, and North Carolina Search Dogs, in my office, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, and the outstanding deputies and investigators that I have working for me. And I want to thank you, the media, for your efforts in providing the information for the community. This is not the outcome that we had been hoping for, but by finding Allisha today, it can bring some closure. I hope and I pray it brings some closure to family and friends moving forward. I want to let you know that James Dunmore was arrested this morning by Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department on charges of murder. He is currently in custody of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. This is an ongoing and active case and investigation, and there's still much work to be done. You can continue to check our social media platform for more information moving forward. Again, thank you all, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. Can you give us some idea what brought you to this location?
Sheriff Fields, are you able to say a few words? I mean, this is a missing person that happened in your county. Sheriff Fields, if you could address the podium here for a second.
Yes, Miss Watts is a resident of Montgomery County, and we have been very much involved with the search efforts from day one, from the first time that she was reported missing. Our office has been involved. I know the family and friends gets very frustrated that we can't release certain information, but this is very active investigation. Montgomery County is the lead agent on it, and our office will continue to assist Montgomery County with whatever efforts or whatever needs that we can do. So we will continue to work with that. I reiterate what Sheriff Herron had spoke about with the this is not the outcome that we were hoping for, but our hearts go out to the family and friends of Miss Watts. She had a big following that was with her, and again, we were hoping for a better outcome, but unfortunately it's not. So we just have to do the very best we can and move forward, lift Miss Watts' name up, and there'll be a day of reckoning for this individual that was arrested. So again, this is a very active investigation. So we'll continue to do our part, and hopefully the prosecution team will do their part and have the outcome that we want. So thank you very much. Yep.
All right, so coming back here live, of course, we just want to set the scene sort of where we're at. This is the Norman Family Cemetery. We're in the town of Candor. Just so you know, we're sort of sandwiched in between Charlotte, which is in Mecklenburg County, and Sanford in Moore County. That's where Allisha Watts is from. We're only about 20 minutes from her home in Firefox. That is in Moore County. So a lot of family members have been coming out here and kind of speculating, why is she in this area? We know from Sky 5 video, if we're able to take that now, that in these woods behind me, that investigators did cordon off a perimeter, a large size perimeter, where they have said that her body was found. Just to give you a quick update on this case, it's been more than a month now since Allisha Watts went missing from James Dunmore's home there in Charlotte. And of course, ever since then, she has been missing with really no leads, very little information from investigators, including Charlotte Mecklenburg Police, who about 2 weeks ago didn't even name him as a person of interest and hadn't even questioned him. Now we know from family members and, of course, from authorities here, he was arrested and taken into custody early this morning at his home in University City area of Charlotte. He's currently here in Montgomery County, now facing that murder charge. A lot of family and friends of Allisha Watts have been coming out to this cemetery here. The nearest town here would be Candor and Norman, and saying, of course, this is not the outcome that they've prayed for or they've been wanting. As heartbreaking as it is, it's given them just a little bit of closure. Again, we are confirming today the body of 39-year-old Allisha Watts found here in Montgomery County.
And we got a couple people backstage.
Yeah, go ahead and bring up, I think Angel was the first one, so let's go ahead and bring her up.
What's going on, Angel?
Miss Angel is in the building.
Hey, how you doing?
How you
Fine.
doing?
I'm at my niece's house though. Really quickly, I'm glad that they found her. I don't like the circumstances, but I believe y'all called it as to where she might have been found. Am I correct?
Yeah, 5-4 told them they need to check someone near her home.
Did you guys
Yeah,
already?
we had a feeling that, if he did anything with her, based upon where the DMV was located, in that isolated area where state troopers had encountered him twice, it only makes sense if he did something with her to be out in that area to begin with. So we were looking at various isolation points, within the, means, method, opportunity, obviously with motive, and, so we weren't very far off, from looking at these isolation points, if you will, to say, hey, there's a landfill here. Hey, there's a soil conservation area here. What in the hell would he be doing at the DMV in an isolation point, that's en route off of 74 to his house?
Right.
Why would he drive all the way off of where the Coliseum was, where the comedy show was supposed to be? Why in the hell did he drive way off opposite? What put him there at that DMV? And so that's where we went digging.
Yeah.
Now,
And
Airport Road from where the DMV was, now that goes further east where the family went the first time. So, but they went northeast and looked in that isolated area. And I said, wow, that's pretty far. You know, wonder what kind of tip came in that gave them the idea that she might be out there.
I wonder who owns that property that's near the cemetery. One of the things Charity was saying was she wanted me to ask you if maybe if that house was connected to the cemetery. You know, like where they would actually you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. The
We need to
that
find out.
house right next door.
Yeah, we need to find out who owned that. What if it's his?
Me-
What if he
no,
got
we
family?
we gotta let me get the property address, which is 1944 Cemetery Road. 1944 Cemetery Road. So if we do a property run on that,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see.
we can find out the names of the individuals living there. But it's right next door. So if they had seen something of an activity, or the dogs were alerted one night, they didn't think too much of it. Maybe that might have been lurking on their minds when this story kept, out in the on the media platforms, putting out her name, and maybe that might have been where the tip came from, right next door, because
Right.
they're way up on the right side of that cemetery, way up in the right-hand side, in that corner area. And then they have that isolation point that we showed you this afternoon from the helicopter. There's a large space back there that's been.
So again, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
And I saw the post. I was like, oh my God. So because you guys pointed out about 1, 2, 3 areas, 3 maybe 4 areas. Which one was the area closest to where y'all pointed it out?
What as far as where they found her?
Yes.
I would say her house. I mean, because it was only like 20 minutes from her house.
Yeah.
Back
So she
in
wasn't
Charlotte?
far. Yeah, she wasn't far from her house at all.
Mm-hmm.
So the house back in Charlotte?
Yes. No. Because she
40.
didn't live out there.
No,
She
she
lived
didn't live
at
in Charlotte.
Yeah, she
I
didn't live
mean,
in Charlotte.
so where she came from to go to Charlotte, that's where they found her?
Yep.
Oh my.
Like it was about roughly 20 minutes from where she lives.
Oh my goodness. What?
Yep.
Oh man. That close.
That close.
Yeah.
Did they say, well, they probably just found her, so they don't have all the details. And I'll probably have to watch the replay from the beginning of this live to get any more details. Because I came in late. And,
Oh, okay.
yeah, because I was at work, so I couldn't, But I'm just glad that she was found, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
But I mean, wow. That.
Look at that. Look at this area. Now, the house that we just got finished showing you, that 1944 house, is to the right. It's to the far right of this field. I think when the helicopter pulls back up again, we'll be able to see it. But this is huge.
And this is by her house.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, this is sad, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. And he drove all the way back to his house in her car? Yep. What the?
I know, right?
Yeah.
What kind of? So what's going to be interesting next is the autopsy reports that come out. And then we'll be able to, put the time, fit everything into the timeline.
Yeah, we need that.
It's just sad. It's always the ones that's doing well, coming up, doing for self, doing things. And it's always those ones that unfortunately get taken out. That's why I'm very careful where I roll, And I mean, look at all that area.
Yeah.
Wow. So that means she was
He
Oh,
physically had to take her body into here.
yeah. And I don't think there's only so far you can drive.
Yeah,
Even though she's got an SUV, still it's
trying to find out if this is a marker. When it,
is there a
because
time
this-
limit for me being up here?
You said I was trying to. I was wondering what that was too, John.
yeah, there's a lot of look. There's some things back here. This could be the area right back here.
Okay.
This is deep up in there.
And you said there's a house in back of it?
Yeah, there's a house
Like the edge of it?
off to the side. Over, it's now over to the left.
Look at all that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Look at that. There you see the yellow tape. Okay. Jeez, man.
Because I saw it, I thought I had seen something. I said, wait a minute, I'm gonna go right back over there. And then I saw the yellow tape and I said, okay.
Mm-hmm. Man, I am so sorry that they didn't find her sooner. I mean, wow.
Yeah, I was running around crazy when that news came out. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, this is deep in there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Damn, there's movement back there, right in there.
Yeah,
Right
yeah. There is
That's where
movement.
she is. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Right there. Pause. Look, I was about to say, zoom, drop down on them, John.
Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could. You know me, I drop it right on through the trees.
I'm about to get excited for a minute.
Yeah.
So ain't no telling what happened.
Right all
Yeah,
up
but
in
they,
here.
yeah, they back there. They right in there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
We got
Oh, my
Sean back here too. Let's
Okay, so
bring
is there a
Sean on.
time limit? Is there a time limit for me being up here? Do I need to go ahead and get off?
Yeah, we got one more person back here.
Okay, so do I need to leave or
Wait a minute, hold on.
once again, I want to thank you guys for the work you do. You guys are awesome. You guys have been on this case and many others.
Well, thank you. I mean, when the news broke, me, I'm looking around. Okay, I want facts.
Right.
And the first thing that I was able to locate was the aerial footage. And I said, okay, but I want confirmation. Is there a news conference? Is there, something popping, So we were able to, put together, what we needed relatively in a short period of time and then come back and bring it to you guys.
I see a lot of people in here still saying that, even based off of where they found her, that he had help.
There's a possibility. Because we all know about dead weight. It depends on how it went down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's what we don't know. We don't know. I mean, did he kill her there, or we don't know. We know where she ended up.
Right.
We just don't know how she got there. Was
My
she
whole
alive
thing
when they
is,
went
so how
there?
did she get there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, we appreciate you coming up, Angel. We got one more person back here, and then
Well, see
yeah,
you
and then
guys
we're gonna
later.
wrap it up.
Okay. Well, thank you again for all your work. I'm gonna go ahead and watch the replay on the beginning part. But like I said, it'll be interesting to see what the autopsy has to say.
I
And
can't
I
wait.
know,
And
I
we'll
know
be
y'all
back.
be on it.
Yep, we'll be back as soon as we get it. We'll be back.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
You guys, thank you again. See you later.
Okay,
All right.
love to you, Angel.
All right.
And then we got Sean back here.
Sean Sheridan.
Sean is in the building.
Hey guys, hey 54,
Uh-oh.
hey gents. Don't
Look,
start, don't start, because you know I'm back.
Sean, you scare me. You be scaring me. I be scared. 'Cause I never know what you're gonna say.
Okay, right. But I'm gonna be on my best behavior. I promise. I'm gonna try to anyway. Okay, so it's a few things we're forgetting. They found a shell casing outside of his home,
Correct.
and that cousin said the ex-girlfriend was cuckoo.
Yep.
Okay, now from our last time, we know these Charlotte girls don't play around.
Mm,
They gangster.
okay.
From that last incident, remember with the gun on the hip and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, and he's a part of the system. He's been in the system before. This is not his first rodeo. He has been locked up before. So
Right.
you tell me someone who been locked up before, they stupid enough to be murdering someone at their home, then gonna drive her car back to her home.
Right.
This is my thing. That ex-girlfriend said, I got something for your little ass. You ain't gonna leave her alone. I'm gonna sit both of y'all down. And he didn't know what to do. I believe the ex-girlfriend came there, took care of what she had to take care of, and rolled out, hit the cousin. Because the cousin almost knocked the cousin out or ran over the cousin trying to get away. And left him there to clean up the mess. And who I think leaked about where the body is the sister. The family specifically said that this been a botch case from the beginning because they allow his sister to go in and out that house and take things.
Right.
And I believe the sister, they probably came down on that sister. And that sister said, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I can tell you where she at.
But how would but okay.
The same way she knew to go in there and get shit. Clean up shit and take shit out of there. He lived with his sisters. Don't underestimate how close a sister and brother be.
Oh, you're talking about Vivian?
His sister. That was his sister's house.
Okay.
Yeah, Vivian. That's who owns the home, Vivian.
And she had been going in and out of the home. That came out of the family, Alyssa's family's mouth.
Yeah, they did say that. Yeah, they did say that.
And my other thing is, how was this body discovered? Was it half decayed? Because she's been gone a long time. We had some hot weather down here in North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina. I'm an hour and 5 minutes away from Sanford, Moore County, where they found her. And it's been scorching down here. So if she wasn't halfway decomposed, where was he keeping her?
Right. See, I think she's been out there since. I mean, because you got to think of the timeline. He was back at the DMV come Tuesday, but the problem is Gwen didn't see them no more when because she said she seen them leave out Sunday morning. When she came back from church, the car was back, so she assumed that they were back then, but she missed the show. So and this is just my opinion, but I really believe that something happened to her on Sunday
before Gwen got back from church.
I can't really say that, but the fact that she missed the show, we know the show was supposed to start at 7.
And when was it that they were on videotape shopping? What day was that? Was that Saturday?
See, we don't know. They didn't give us a timestamp, so I didn't know where to place that on the timeline. But you got to understand this: we had Friday. She didn't get there to Friday, so we got Friday, Saturday, and then hell, when Gwen said she seen them leave on Sunday, what if they went to the mall then? She assumed that maybe they went and got something to eat. But what if they went to the mall on Sunday?
Right, and that was the video from Sunday when they were in that mall.
And that's what I'm saying. We don't have a timestamp, but it could be either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, so Empress, we talking about a man who's already been in jail, and this woman shot this woman at his house. And who's to say he may still have love for that ex? Let's remember that they so-called street code, no snitching is allowed.
Right.
Because Empress asked, why wouldn't he call the police?
Right.
I'm asking, why would he drive around with her dead body? Knowing that he came from the system.
Yeah, that part I can't wrap my mind around that. I really can't. And I know I seen somebody comment in the chat that, you know, some people, you know, we can't underestimate them, but I can't wrap my mind around that. I mean, I could see 5-10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Right. But this
But
is like he
an
been
hour
riding around
drive?
with her for days, if you ask me.
Right. Right. You know what I mean? Like I can't wrap my mind around that.
And I'm trying to figure it out. Like, and I think the remorse, that's why he tried to get her as closest to home, because it really wasn't his fault. It was his fault, but it wasn't his fault. You get what you know how I ain't trying to be on y'all men. I'm sorry, boss and John, but you know how y'all be torn between two women and you feel like, Lord, I can't choose. So
Yeah.
Because how long had he been with the ex that was still crazy that Gwen knew about?
They said 15 years.
Hey, and now that you ain't getting ready to just jump out here and call no police on.
Right.
I understand where you're coming from, but I ain't like that.
Especially if him and Alyssa was new.
Yep. Yeah. Only a few months. That's what made me question. Like, hey, he couldn't have been sprung that quick. Or could he? Could he?
That's what I was thinking. And if she was the boss, so she taking him shopping, she bought the tickets. He ain't getting ready off his purse.
I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. But like I said, we don't know what caused this. You know, did they just start arguing because because James be on that. You understand what I'm saying? Just based off of what we heard about what the ex went through. So he don't mind putting his hands on you. Did he just go too far?
But if he don't mind putting his hands, but there was a gun casing found outside the home.
They can't actually connect that to her yet. I guess
because they ain't had the autopsy.
Right, the autopsy come by and say she was shot. Then maybe we can go back to that shell casing.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get an angle now from the helicopter to see what direction that helicopter from the interior of the cemetery, the house that's to the right of it at 1944, and how far deep they are. So that's why I'm playing this again, and just to take a different viewpoint.
Kia said
how did he was I agree with Kia now.
Yeah, he was the reason for her death, but he did not kill her.
That's exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you, Kia. Me and Kia thinking alike. She know what I'm trying to say. Just a little ghetto with mine. Thank you for bringing it to the corporate way for me. Yeah.
Right. In the saddle with Carmen said she think it was strangulation.
I'm a rock with that, because if you gonna kill somebody, you're gonna do it quietly.
But what would need to be removed from the home?
Right. But here's the thing. In now that we know where she was found and she's only 20 minutes away from her residence. What if they went back to her house? They might want to check her house for blood and DNA and you know what I mean, gunshot. Something.
And I think the sister dropped that shell casing. I don't think nothing was done outside. I think she was in there trying to clean up something, and in the rush, and that failed. And that's how they found that outside.
Yeah, and I mean,
but somebody said, and I agree, couldn't be my cousin cross the street, and I ain't seen her in an hour, 2 hours, 6 hours. She ain't picking up no phone. Oh, I'm kicking down doors. I'm coming through windows. They gonna need to call the police.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't, so when you look at the timeline, you got to think, I mean, she wasn't seen no more on Sunday or Monday. And then they found him on
When
Tuesday.
I come from the show, I'm going down to the door. I'm peeping in the window. Girl, where you at? You missed a show?
Right. Because from my understanding, it sounded as if that was the reason for her even going there.
Exactly.
Or while she was gonna be there, she was going to the show.
Exactly. You didn't pay for these tickets. No. I don't care how much of a boss you are. You just ain't out here buying tickets to miss no shows. We ain't bossing like that. No.
Right. That's right.
This ain't Beyonce. So no, my cousin missed a show. No, I'm knocking on doors. I'm gonna need somebody come tell me where she at. Her car right here. Why you ain't make the show? I'm peeping in the window. Peeping in the window. I'm getting ready. It's getting ready to be bags out for Bound Day. It's gonna be. I'm bombing everything. We ain't sleeping on this block. Not tonight.
Right. That's right. You silly. You crazy, Sean.
These type of days, you got to be that way, though.
Yes, not behind, and I don't even. And she probably felt safe because my cousin down the street.
Yeah, like she thinking she good. She got peoples out there, you know.
But ladies, please be careful. Please be careful. Do your homework, your investigation. File some bank. I don't care what you do. Pay for a background check. Do the background check. All that. What they do when you're trying to get an apartment now? They do a background check and see if you ever been locked up before. Criminal background. Do it all. I don't care how they feel. And if they feel against it and they got to feel a certain type of way, he ain't the one.
That's it. Yeah.
He ain't the one.
Yeah, we gotta be careful.
We gotta be careful because they not loving us no more.
Yeah,
for some reason they not. I don't know if it's the chicken or the wine, but something is turning our black men against us. They ain't loving us no more.
Say the chicken or the wine.
Hey, I know we outnumbered, John, but I ain't rocking like that. Hey, I love you, baby.
Thank you, boss. Thank you. I'm confused. I just don't understand what's. Look, I don't know how old y'all are, but I'm 51, and back in the 90s and 80s, they were protecting us. They didn't play about us. Nowadays, they taking us out. They want to be one of us. They jealous of us. You can't. I don't understand it. I'm trying to figure out where did we go wrong.
The generational change. Something happened.
Yeah, that's why I said it got to be in the food or the drinks or something.
I was talking to Boston 54 about that. You know,
Wait a
is
minute.
it something in the water? Is it something in the food? Is it the heat?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Wait. Look at what my smoke brother said.
It's the wig.
It's the wig. Be confusing me.
Could be.
And he ain't lying. He is not lying. When them wigs first came into play, I said, Lord, everybody around here looking like I'm just going. Okay, I'm getting ready to hang up now. Y'all getting ready to have me act up. Okay, I'm gone.
All right, Sean.
I love you, Sean.
Love you guys. Stay safe, everyone.
Thanks for coming up.
Say the lace front's confusing y'all. Is that where we at with this? I ain't playing with y'all today.
But yeah, we definitely gonna keep our ears tuned in because it ain't over yet. We want to know more.
Yeah, definitely. And when we get it, we'll be back.
Legal.
But at this point, I'm gonna be honest with you. I just want the autopsy report. That's it. Show me that, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, it's gonna
break down that report.
Very telling report. And
it really is.
And I'm thinking, it's between the cemetery and this house. Because it's a very pointed area of concentration that the camera keeps zooming in. I guess they ran canine dogs through this area, which would only make logical sense because of the density in and around the cemetery.
Right.
Yeah, most definitely. Yep.
Yeah, well, we appreciate y'all coming out and riding with us.
Absolutely.
We really do. We wanted to make sure we brought it to y'all, and like I said, we was planning on another live with the information about the husband and things like that, but I was like, well, I mean, if we live now, let's just give it to him.
Give it to him now.
Give it to him. Much love to you, lovely. You say, did they find her in a graveyard? Yeah, this is a cemetery over here. So she's in that wooded area near the cemetery.
Yeah, there's an area inside the inside the woods that's been definitely taped off. I've been trying to track it. And it's a big, huge tape off. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So if he drove out here with her and he had to physically take her out of the car and carry her to the location where he laid her, where he put her.
And that's why some people are thinking he didn't do this alone. Because the description that Gwen gave was that she weighed what? I think she said 180, 185, something like that.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Just like I like him. Oh, bullshit.
Oh my God.
Don't start, boss. Don't start. So now you've got vehicles in dirted areas as well. So it would make you think too, if they took his vehicle, checked hers, and took the Audi, they would have checked it for underbrush.
Right.
Twigs and sticks and dirt, you name it. See how this vehicle is moving across the dirt there?
Right.
Yeah. Because a lot can get captured in, the tire treads. See the car there? That's deep on dirted terrain. Got a number coming out of a dirted area here, so.
It looked like they got in another way. So
yeah.
So maybe he didn't come in the front part of the cemetery. You understand what I'm saying? Because it looked like they're coming from another way.
Mm-hmm, possibly. But they're lined up. They're lined up on a dirt road back here.
They really are. Oh my Lord.
Yeah, he's going to the dense area at this point.
Them drones, man, they came out with them. That changed the game.
Yeah, that's game changer.
Yeah.
You know, and for law enforcement to now be able to do aerial searches without, having helicopters, I mean, is a big, big plus when you're trying to locate something from above. You know, they have thermal imaging. All kinds of stuff that they can put on those drones. Now, it looks like this is an ATV.
Yeah.
That's traveling back there. You couldn't get back there, I don't think, with a Mercedes Benz.
Yeah, it got to be some type of SUV.
It's got to be some kind of a vehicle, terrain vehicle of some kind. Have you seen us podcast? Well, thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all for rocking with us, man, because there's a lot of content creators who's covering this case as well, and all 800 people that was in here tonight.
Yes. Yeah, much love to all of you. Showing up for the RoundTable React once again. Wow. Yeah. I mean, this story is mind-blowing, but, for them to have found her, to get this case well over a month. Think about it. She's been out here. Yeah. July 16th up until this morning. And now they find her. So I hope the DA nails this dude's tail to the wall. Murder, they got him for. Now we just need the details from the autopsy report and further details, whether there was additional information about the reason, because motive has got to be clear.
Yeah,
he's locked up. They got him.
Yeah. He ain't going nowhere.
Oh yeah,
he ain't going nowhere, and we gonna follow it to the end until we get everything that we need from this case. We gonna bring it to you. That's what we do here. So
Absolutely.
Look what Kia said. She said for them to identify her body without dental work, she could have been killed recently. Interesting.
I never even
But if
thought
that's
about
the
that. Kia.
case, why would they? That's something to think about.
I see you, Miss T.
Yeah, well, you know, they're running the stats on everything, you know,
Yeah.
dental work, DNA. They have to handle how they collect the evidence, you know, on her, from her right now so delicately because of the time
Yeah.
that she's been
Right.
out there. You know, if she was dressed, we don't know.
Right. Oh man.
You see,
Yeah.
he could have stripped her of her clothes and left her out there. He could have maybe tried to take time to see if he could cover her up. He could have put some substance on top of her to keep her, you know, from decomping so quickly that it would start to smell in a way that, you know, people who, you know, who work at the cemetery, you know a whole lot more about the people that they service than we do.
Yeah, but I'm sure we're gonna get more details, y'all. I'm sure of it. And at this point, like we again, like Kia said, we don't know how long she's been out there. You know, we don't know. I mean, did he make a trip back down there? Was they tracking him? You know, it's like I said, it's still a lot of unanswered questions. But I think we about to start getting some of the answers that we need. You know, but like I said, I appreciate y'all coming out riding with us. You know, I know y'all could have been doing something else, y'all could have been somewhere else, but y'all here riding with us at the round table, you know. And we appreciate it. And we came out, we popped out for Allisha. I love them green hearts. I do.
Yeah.
So we ride on out, you know, put them green hearts in the chat for her, man. They found her.
Yes.
She home.
Yes.
She home. And like I said, I'm praying that we get the answers that we need. I'm praying that her family gets the answers that they need.
Yeah, that's most important.
No doubt.
But like
That's what they need right now. That's exactly what they need right now. Knowing they got him locked up, good. There's no chasing, there's no crossing state lines and all this other stuff. I'm glad they had him where they had him.
Right.
And allowed him to think he got away with it.
Right.
My partner, he had a word for James. He wanted to pass to him.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you?
Right. You done fucked up like that.
Yeah, big time.
Big time. But like I said, we'll be back when they give us the information. We'll be back, and you know we hope y'all slide back through, pull up on us. You know, pull up. But much love to y'all. Much love to the chat. Wasn't nothing but love, good energy as always. You know. But yeah, we're gonna get on up out of here, and we see y'all on the next one. We riding, baby.
Much love.
Yeah, we got it bumping.
You need to disconnect that cable, cause if you want the truth, we at the round table. We give it real when the mothers ain't able. That's what it is when we at the round table.